work, but God has really been dealing with me on updating you guys with my anal fixture and hemorrhoids. It's like, told the story about you was in pain. Now let's tell the story how you came out of pain. So, if you guys have watched my video about when I was going through with the anal fissure and the hemorrhoids, this is just a follow up on that video. So, in 2020, if you guys know what a hemorrhoid is, let me take it back. Let me go back. 2015, I want to say, I was dealing with hemorrhoid bleeding and everything. So what happened was I had to um, have a surgery. I had to have. Let me stop moving so much so you guys can. I had to have surgery, and that surgery was hemorrhoid banding. So what they did was they went in and tied off the hemorrhoids, and they, fall out in the stool like some days later after surgery. That surgery and that process was it was very painful. Like the first week, I think. And then I think it took like a week to heal up and stuff because I was trying to go back to work after like 3 days, and that pain was like, no, you're not going. So I had to stay out another couple of days. So it took like a week for it to heal up. But that surgery was successful, I would say. But yeah, I had lost a lot of blood. That's what caused me to go into, go ahead and have it because I was bleeding. I was dealing with bleeding. I have been dealing with that ever since 2000. We had the chicken plant, poultry plant, 2000, maybe 7. I was dealing with that, and I didn't have surgery until 2015. So I had that surgery, and I hope these days, years are right, because I have been through a lot of surgery, so it's like I get them mixed up. But forgive me if I'm, not saying right there, but it's about around that, time. So what happened? I had that surgery. Like I said, it was successful. I had the hemorrhoids went away. I stopped bleeding and everything. So fast forward to 2020. That's when everything. So what happened? I was bleeding, so the hemorrhoids came back. I think it was like a year or two after that surgery. So 2015, maybe 2017 or 18, I was dealing with the bleeding again, and I was losing a lot of blood and had to get transfusions and stuff like that. So I was bleeding again. So I was like, man, I got to get this surgery again. So most people don't know that the hemorrhoids can come back after a set time or whatever the case may be. If you're still straining or still doing things that will cause the hemorrhoids to come back. I think my thing was constipation and stuff like that will cause them to come back. So like in 2020, I went into surgery. I lost a lot of blood, so I had to go ahead and have it because I didn't want to 188. So forgive me, I'm at work here, so I'm trying to multitask, trying to get this out the way. God being really on me. But yeah, so 2020, I had surgery. I had the hemorrhoid banding. That was a failure. What happened was the doctor went in, did the surgery. He didn't tell me the hemorrhoid was so huge. So the hemorrhoids was so huge that the banding fell off, and it didn't work. So the surgery was like for no reason, and so he didn't tell me that. So what happened was another doctor had to go in. Another doctor went in, and he had to do the hemorrhoidectomy. That's surgery number 2. Dealing with 2020. I'm talking about that recent time. That time period, 2020 to now. He went in and did a hemorrhoidectomy. My God, you guys, that changed my life. It went from worse. I couldn't work. I couldn't sit down. I couldn't stand up. It was so painful. It was like they were hurt for like the whole day after that surgery. I was crying. My wife, I laid in the hospital after the surgery. I laid in my wife's arms, and I was just crying like, baby, it hurt so bad. And there's nothing they could do because the pain medicine, it was wearing off, and it didn't help. But I slept a little bit, but you still feel the pain. So it was terrible. The hemorrhoidectomy is terrible. But the doctor said he had to go in there and do it because the hemorrhoid was so huge that nothing else would help it. So he went in and did the hemorrhoidectomy. Like I said, and what happened was, like I said, it went for the worst. It's like everything turned for the worst. After the procedure caused me to have an anal fixture. So it went from hemorrhoids to the anal fixture. The anal fixture occurred after the hemorrhoidectomy. So they cut me, and that's what happened. It was a small tear, and it lasted up until now, you guys. This 2022 of July. And this is I think it's the 20th because my birthday is Friday. Well, it might be the 20th. What time is it? Yes, the 20th. July the 20th. Until now. So let me not get ahead of myself. So he went in. It caused a tear. Man, that was so painful, man. It is like having a baby over and over again. I'm telling you guys. I went my some anal fissures are not as chronic as mine was, but my anal fissure was chronic, and the doctor was trying everything to help me out and to get me healed up. But so what happened was he did the surgery. Like I said, the hemorrhoidectomy that caused the anal fissure. So I was trying to heal. I was trying to wait like 6 months, whatever the case may be, because I know I was reading up on things where they was talking about, topics where they were talking about it take like 6 months to heal up or more, sometimes some years. So I was like, no, I hope this don't take years. So what happened was it wasn't healing. I was still in chronic pain, man. The pain was so intense. It's like I would cry at night. I couldn't sleep. I was watching my wife sleep, and we had a baby at that time and stuff like that, man. And I could barely hold him or barely play with him, and I was going into depression. I'm going to say it like that. I was going into depression. I was like, my God, you got to bring me out of this, because I can't do it. I can't. But he kept me through all of it. My church family, that was awesome. And I was still trying to do this and that, but I couldn't do it. So what happened was, like I say, caused that anal fissure, right? So the anal fissure, then he went in, make sure I got that right. He went in and he did the sphincterotomy, guys. So that is when they tried to cut the anal fissure out, pretty much. Try to cut as much where the anal fissure would heal. So it's like they were making a bigger hole, whatever, bigger cut, so you can heal and try to make it heal. But that I tried to took that out, sphincterotomy, and that surgery is really so dangerous. Like if they cut too much, cut too deep, it can mess with your urination and stuff like that. And you're going to the bathroom and you can end up with colostomy bag, or whatever the case may be. You can end up with a bag. And I didn't want to do that. I was like, please, I hope that don't happen. But he was like, I'm gonna be careful as I can. He makes sure he went in there, and he didn't really want to cut it, because he don't like to do that surgery. But he performed the surgery, and I was still bleeding and everything. I was bleeding after all the surgeries, pretty much. I was still bleeding, still hurting after sphincterotomy. So I went back to the doctor a couple of months later. Through this, I was on oxycodone, hydrocodone. I was Percocet. I was trying all those types of medicine. Man, I had got so addicted to the medicine that I had to they was driving me crazy. But I was able to sleep. I had to have them because I couldn't sleep without them. And even though they will take like some hours to even kick in, I was like still on my knees, like, my God. So when they wear off, they will let you know your anal fissure will, it let me know that the pain pill had wore off. So I had to take another. You had to take it like every 6 hours, 4 hours, something like that. But after those hours up, I made sure I was like, I needed those meds. But yeah, so after the sphincterotomy, I went back to the doctor, and I was like, the doctor still ain't healed. He said, man, we got to get you right, man. So he's like, he went and checked me and stuff like that. Went back there to check, and he was like, what we can do, I can try to go in here, and I think he did a cleaning out. I think he tried to clean out after that time, and then the time after that, he tried to do the injection to the, because he thought it was the muscle that was not relaxing, that was causing me, causing pain, that much of pain. But he tried that. He did the cleaning out surgery. Then he went back in and tried to do the inject that muscle so it can relax. But it didn't relax. It relaxed a little while, and then after that, I'm back to pain, intense pain every time, intense pain. So we we are on intense pain. We're on. Gotta make sure the injection clean out. So that was, so this is another doctor, matter of fact. So let me rewind. The first doctor, the hemorrhoid banding, it was a totally different doctor. Another doctor came in. So this doctor was the one that performed like 3 surgeries. He had performed the hemorrhoidectomy, sphincterotomy, and injection. And I don't want to say clean. I don't know if he did the clean. I think he did the clean out because it seemed like I had most surgeries. It's like, but I'm counting up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5 surgeries. 5 surgeries. Five times I went into the room trying to get this anal fixture corrected and fixed and healed so I can work. So take in mind, put it, be mindful that I couldn't work. My wife would take care of the bills. It was terrible. And as a man, I like to, try to do my best I can, do the best I can, and taking care of the household. But but God kept us through it all. But so after that injection and stuff, through this process, I tried healing bottoms. They were also, I would say, it helped for a minute, but my anal fixture was so intense and so chronic that it didn't help it. But anyway, healing bottoms, I wouldn't like it. You guys should try it if you guys are dealing with, anal fixture. They're not that intense. I would say try. And I had tried the suppository from healing bottoms, so check those guys out. They have amazing products. But yeah, did that, cleaning out. That doctor couldn't do anything else. He was like, "It's nothing else I can do to you." Do you know how that feels to hear that, you guys? I couldn't. I was like, I would never be the same anymore. God, please help me. I was like, if I got to live with this, I had got to the point where if I got to live with this, God, I'm going to live with it. If you got me going through this, I'm going to say it's for the best and it's for somebody else. So I stayed prayed because I had stayed prayed up because I was losing my mind. I didn't let my wife know too much, but but the church, my church family really helped me. My pastor there was praying for me, and others were praying too, and I thank them for their prayers. Without God, I couldn't make it, you guys. I wouldn't have made it this far. But yeah, so like I said, did injection, cleaning out and stuff like that. After that, so I had to go find me another doctor. I was like, well, people's like, you make sure you get a second, maybe a third. It was actually the third to get somebody to check on and see can they do something else, because that doctor probably didn't know what he was doing, or he did everything he could possibly do. So you need to find somebody else, get a third opinion. So I went to another doctor. My wife was like, just find somebody else, because we got to get this thing taken care of. Because I was like, man, because I need to be able to do my Zumba and everything else again. So went to that doctor. The first thing I think he had done was he didn't do the because he did a surgery on me. I thought he just did the cleaning out, whatever the case may be. So it was a lot. Man, did I have 6 surgeries? See, I don't lost count. So he did a surgery before he went back in. No, he told me to try the cream, I think. So I tried I tried the nifedipine, the nitroglycerin, like the healing bottom, suppository. I tried all of that, you guys. It didn't work. Like the nitroglycerin, it gives you headaches, man. These intense headaches, but it'll numb it for a minute, but it back to the pain after a couple of hours, maybe the case may be. And when you use this pain, it actually closes up. Your anus so tight that when you try to poop, you have to really push hard, and that causes it causes the anal fixture to tear again. So that's what was happening. I was like, how in the world? It was like, keep your poop soft, don't have it too soft. I was like, how do you keep it just not too soft and not too hard? Like, it was in between. You had to keep it like that, but everything was hurting me. The loose poop, the hard poop, all of it was hurting me. I was like, God, please help me. So I said, I went to that doctor. He made me try the nitroglycerin again. So I went and got that, and it felt like it was, hurting it. Helping at one time, but then it went back to pain. I was like, oh my God, I had to go back to him. So I went back to him. He didn't want to perform this sphincterotomy again. So he actually was like, this is all, I can do this. All we can do another sphincterotomy and see if that helps. helps because I think that he was like the doctor before didn't want to cut too deep, you know, because it's very dangerous surgery where, like I said, you can have a colostomy bag or, you know, have a poop bag and pee bag and stuff like that where you're not able to control your urine or your bowel movement. So I was like, please God, please don't let it. But he was like, I'm gonna be very careful and make sure I don't cut too deep. So he went in. I had the surgery in 2000. I'm gonna say 21. It was probably the end of 2021 last year. You know, I can't think of what month, but yeah, he went in, did the surgery. I like it didn't hurt as much, but it's still, you know, at the beginning when you poop and stuff, it's gonna hurt because it's going the waste passes that it passes through that cut. You feel me? By the cut, so it's gonna hurt. So once the cut was kind of, you know, closing up, I can feel the difference in me pooping and stuff like that. So I had that surgery last year in 2021. So here I am now, 2022, July 20th. July the 20th. Left 18. I am. I don't know. I can really say this. This is a praise report because I'm able to work. I'm at work now. Like I said, actually, I'm at work now. I can work. I can sit down. I can play with my kids. I wasn't able to run out to get my stamina back up. I'm going to start teaching Zoom again. Praise God, because I haven't been able to do anything for 2 years, guys. For almost 2 years, and really now, like sometimes I'm still bleeding, and I'm like, Lord, what is it now? Like the blood to come back, but then it'll go away. So as long as I stay away from spicy food and try to eat like my diet, I'm finna change my diet to a strict diet where, because I lose weight, guys. I'm like 250, almost 250 pounds, and I was like 175, 170. Try to get back down there. But I should start teaching Zumba next, in September, if Lord's willing, everything goes through, everything is approved. So yeah, that is my praise report, guys. For those who are going through this process, like with the anal fissure, hemorrhoids, because I know a lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of men are not going to talk about it unless you bring it up. Because I brought it up to some people and they were like, man, I have hemorrhoids. And I bleed every now and then. And I have people inbox me and like, they you know, explaining like what they're going through and what can they do. I was like, mine was very chronic, and when I tell them how my process was, they're like, no, mine ain't like that. I don't have hemorrhoids like that. I don't have, you know, I ain't a fixture, whatever the case may be. I just have them every now and then. I was like, yeah, mine was very intense and very chronic. But yeah, if you are going through you having hemorrhoids, man, I say go to the doctor, man, and see what they can do about it, man, because don't give up, man. Don't let them tell you they can't do anything else, because there are doctors around here, all around the world, that can perform a surgery that will help you. So be mindful of that, you guys. I want to encourage those who are going through and can't get help and feel like they at the end of the road. Like, man, I want to, don't take your life, or man, because it can take you there to depression. But don't give up, man. I'm here to encourage you guys. You can get through it. It can be healed. A lot of people say, I'm just stuck with this for life. No, I see a lot of topics and a lot of things I read about. And they talk about how they still going through it after years and years. I'm like, man, no, you can't give up. Don't give up on those doctors, man, because God will put you in a place where you're in the atmosphere of a doctor where he can perform miracles on your body, so you can get back to it. So, like I said, I'm here to tell you guys, I'm at work now. I'm feeling so good and better. Just been eating a lot and need to stop. But yeah, I'm feeling so good. And what else I can say? So, and like hemorrhoids, you can have internal or external. Mine was internal hemorrhoids, but you know, that went in and do that, you know, handle that. Oxycodone, Percocet, I took all that. I had a list. I had to make a list, guys, to make sure I go over everything. Like the recovery process, it took until now. Like it took some months to heal for this sphincteritis. Well, all the cuts that they was doing on me, it took months to heal. Recovery time, how long? Man, the pain after hemorrhoid, that to me, the pain will last like 12 hours, guys. So your pain lasts like up to 6 hours, 5 hours, man. Let me tell you, I'm a praying for you guys, man, because that is something that will cause you like to go into this bad mindset, like, God, help me with this. Now I'm trying to see what this truck is doing, guys. But yeah, we know that. So recovery, it lasts that long. The price report. So yeah, 2000, like I said, 2022 until now, 2022 July. I can say I am, healed. I'm like 95%. Still have blood every now and then, but like if I eat something spicy, maybe I eat ice cream or something like that. It will, try to come back, but the pain is not as intense at all. Like it's just like a little pinch now, like where I can take, where I'm able to go sit down. Cause that when I had the anal fissure, I wasn't able to even sit down in the car. Like we was in Atlanta at that time, and it's like if I go to the bathroom before we go somewhere, it's like I had to stay at home, and my wife would stay at home with me. And it was like she couldn't even go see her family because she wanted me to help her, drive home and to Bama. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys, man. Like I said, if you're dealing with this, if you guys need me, I'm not a doctor or anything. Encourage you. I'm here to encourage you guys. If you're dealing with it, you have any questions about my process, just hit me up. Message me, leave a comment. I'll try to get back with you the best way I can. This Larry Pop Thomas, I have so many channels and stuff like that. But you guys type in Larry Pop Thomas, you will find me on social media and everything. But yeah, I'm not on here just to get likes or anything. I'm here to encourage those who are going through this, man, because I know a lot of people are dealing with hemorrhoids and anal fissures. And I'm here to tell you that God can heal you, all right? Don't give up on God, because he won't give up on you. I'm out. God bless.